What's up, guys? Welcome back to Collecting and Hobbies, and welcome to another Marvel Legends series action figure review. I'm the Build-A-Figure Totally Awesome Hulk Wave, also known as the Captain Marvel 2 Wave. We have Karnak. This is a character I had to look up as I wasn't familiar with him, never heard of him before, so I did some research. And this is what I found. So it's the same character, same costume even. Here's a summary. It's a fictional character created by Stan Lee, Jack Kirby. Debuted in Fantastic Four, number 45, back in 1965. Get that out of the way. So you can read all that if you want. I'm going to take up all this time. Just pause it. He's an Unhuman. He's supposed to be a superhero. That's what it says on Google. He's not a bad guy, even though he looks like one. He's super strong. Multi-city block level. He can enhance full control of his body's heartbeat, breathing, blood flow, even reaction to pain. But like all Inhumans, he has a relatively weak immune system. No notable attacks or techniques. He's a Class 5, faster than Black Panther or Captain America. So here's a little bit of artwork. I don't know if that's actually from a comic book or just something they hired somebody to do. There's some artwork. It comes with the right arm and hand of the Hulk. And he comes with karate chop and fist hands. So he's got 2 fists and 2 karate chops. And that's about it. You can see a little bit of artwork also in the back right there, like comic book pages. I don't know if it's a real comic book or just something they designed. Now another thing, if you look real close, I mean, it's almost impossible to see, but it looks like he's pinless, but he's not. If you look really, really close, I'm shooting this in HD, so see that little needle point right there? Another one right there. Also on the front, right there, and right there. So don't be tricked. This is not a new figure. I mean, it's like new mold. It's a Pizza Spidey mold. Crack them open. Here's his accessory bag. Here's the arm of Hulk. Oh man, he's got pins too. I didn't notice that until just now. Here's his fist. And here's his palm strike hand where he can balance himself. Yeah, right. Anyway, you'll see why I said that in a minute. Alright, so I already put this figure on a stand. Same one I use for all my 6 and 7 inch figures. This fool won't stand up for anything. When I saw him, as soon as I saw him opened, his legs are so incredibly warped. It doesn't look so bad now because I've had it out for a while, but maybe it's hard to see a little bit, but they are very warped. So much so that even on this stand, he won't stand up for more than 5 minutes. He'll fall over. Alright, let's just look at his design. I personally, as far as what I see on the packaging and what I see here, I don't see any real issues. He's got a great paint job. It looks accurate to what you see. Of course, that's a CGI render anyway of what it's supposed to be. But if you look here, Whoops. On right there. He actually looks kind of cool. Kind of looks like he's in the army or something. And he kind of looks like he's wearing an army hat. A little bit. But a little bit too oversized. I'm going to take that out of the way. Maybe it'll focus only on the figure. And he just fell off his stand. Yeah, he's got this rubber piece. It's just a belt. It's a separate piece. Brighten it up a little. All right, now you can see how warped he is. Kind of. But anyway, this piece is not intended to come off. It doesn't have a snap or anything for the lower part of his tunic. He's got a hole in his back because he's the Iceman, Pizza Spidey mold. Now, the one good thing about him is his articulation. He has a lot of movement in that head. Lots and lots of tilt. Lots of everything. It's got kind of a high neck. You really look down a lot. Look up a lot. Like a flying pose. So I don't really have any problem with the figure, his character, or anything. As far as who or what he is, I did see that in other comics he was a peacekeeper for the Kree. Those are the green guys in Captain Marvel. Like I said, this is Captain Marvel 2-Wave. Both him and Marvel Boy are peacekeepers at one point or another. Marvel Boy is actually a Kree. I don't know what he was doing there. He was just helping, I guess, but whatever. So maybe that has to do with the movie. They don't know what the character's going to look like. Or maybe it's just because he's related to that in the comic book. Maybe that's why he's in the Captain Marvel wave. Or it could just be happy coincidence. I doubt it, but I don't know. Maybe he's in the movie, maybe he's not. We won't know till November and get these figures like in July and August, way before the movie comes out. Look at those butterflies. So there's a lot of sculpting there. But honestly, oh, there we go. Wow, you can see the pegs. But anyway, the only reason I even got this is because he's part of the wave and I need him for the Hulk Build-A-Figure. But now that I know he's on the Pizza Spidey body, I'll probably just recover my costs by selling it and keeping the Build-A-Figure part. And might wait a little while if he goes up in value, or just sell him for $20 or whatever. Try to get the full amount back. I did get him on sale for $19.99, so what I'm doing. But anyway, just showing you off the articulation here. This does not swivel. It's part of the mold. It's not a separate piece. And he's got side-to-side motion on both of the hands. I normally don't take hands off and stuff, but since I'm not going to probably keep them, I'll probably do it anyways. You can have 2 fists or 2 karate chops, or the way he's like right now. He's got an ab crunch. The funny thing is, even though these legs are so incredibly gummy, the rest of the figure, oh my gosh, that's just good. Especially for a flying pose. Wow. I wish every Iron Man figure could do that. That's really good. Maybe I put an Iron Man, take this thing off, put an Iron Man thing on him, make him a green and white Iron Man. I don't know. Honestly, I just want to sell it and get the Spider-Woman. Kicks up quite a bit. Kicks back even a little bit. see, as far as the splits, not gonna happen. Not anywhere close. It's terrible. Terrible articulation there. He's got the thigh cut, as you can see. Here now, I guess it's straight. And he's got the double jointed knees. He's got a lot of articulation in his foot. I remember this was, I think, created for Spider-Man. It's this mold. Because he's a teenager, he's supposed to be ultra skinny. But since he can't even stand up, let's look at his feet. Here, let me push this down a little. See, look, it looks like he's duck feet. And I can't get the detents to stay. And they're just so curved in that it just won't do anything. And if you put heat on it, you can make it. And these joints are terrible. Look how big those ankles are. But why is his foot so far over? There we go. That is just awful. So, I mean, they've already done double jointed pinless in a lot of different ways for a lot of different figures. And they did say at San Diego Comic-Con, this is the mold that they're trying to phase out. And he doesn't swivel there, even though it kind of looked like it might. And he can bend over a little bit. And he's also got the regular waist swivel. It's hidden by his belt. Oh, wow. Super tight. Now he's super loose. Okay, so yeah. So if you're in the market to build a figure for Hulk, I was going to skip this one in Marvel Boy and just like see if I could get the piece online for like $5 to $10 or whatever, save some money. But I guess because they were so brand new, they just came out. It's like everybody's selling them for like $20 or more per piece. And I was like, might as well just buy the figure. And then I can recover $20 and keep anyway. When I first opened it, I've been mad about it for the last few hours. And just not happy with it. I don't know if I'll contact Hasbro, but I mean, when you put these in there like that, and they're warped, and they come like this in the bag, tied with the tie around his ankles like this or whatever, it sits in a boat for like 3 months, 4 months before it gets to a Target or wherever you buy it. And so the second it's made until you get it in your hand, for 4 months it's been like this. For 4 months. So it's going to take a long time. I know all the tricks, but I mean, he's not a character that I was looking forward to in the first place. So it's not, there we go. That helps a little. But he'll probably fall over in about 3 minutes or less. But he's actually more top heavy. This is made out of a harder plastic, his whole torso. And then he's got the arms, and see how thick they are because they got the bracers. He's got a big head, so he doesn't have enough support in these thin, gooey, rubbery legs. They're really quite light, and that's why I quit collecting for quite a while, and because the females have those too. And now that they finally got, like the, what was her name? Shriek. This is technically Shriek's body. Is the new Black Widow. Shriek's arms. The only thing new is her torsos and her torso or butterfly joints in her head. So yeah, now that this figure is almost as heavy as that one now, because this is got the pinless joints, so they're much more sturdier, harder plastic, so they don't give in, all rubbery and all that stuff. All right, guys. So my final thoughts on this figure. Like I said, he's kind of only necessary to build the Hulk, unless you're a Karnak fan and Humans fan. Most of the Inhumans they did a long time ago, so they're outdated. He kind of should have been, I don't know, maybe that's why they did him on the outdated body. But yeah, so if you need that Hulk, which I'm really disappointed that he's got pins. I guess all the Build-A-Figures do. Most of them do. Anyway, you're gonna have to get him probably because unless you can find someone online to sell it. But if it's not eBay or a trusted seller, I wouldn't bother. Just go out and buy the figure. He's the least popular one. I looked on Amazon in July. It already sold a couple hundred since they came out of like all the other figures, and he'd only sold 50. So he's like 3 or 4 times less popular than any of the other characters. So if you do find that wave, then you'll probably find him. And he's not shipping in full solid cases of just one figure to Target like they've been doing the Guardians of the Galaxy and a lot of the other figures. These are only shipping 1 per case, in a case of 8 where it has 2 Iron Mans and 1 of each of the rest of these guys. So that's the only way to get them, unless you, well, same with Walmart. I don't know about Amazon. I don't know how they get them. They might get them single cases of each figure, but sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, I heard. So anyway, if you like this character, he is interesting, but not interesting enough for me to start an Inhuman collection. If you like this character, then I guess he's a must-have for you. But you're going to have to deal with these outdated technology legs, and that really sucks. But if you get yours like mine, maybe contact Hasbro. But more than likely, you're just going to get another one the same way, because it's just been an ongoing problem since like I started collecting in about 2015, 2016, and that was almost 10 years ago. And so they've been making these since what, 2008, 2011, whatever. So it's been an ongoing issue, and it makes me angry that Hasbro hasn't done anything about it. Quit using this mold, Hasbro. Destroy it. Whatever you gotta do. Quit using it. You already got all these new molds. Use them. Alright, so that's my rant. If you want the Hulk, go get him. If you don't want the Hulk and you don't like the character, skip it. So that's all I gotta say. Thumbs up, likes, and subscribe. I'm normally not that harsh on any figures, but at the same time, if something's crap, I'm going to tell you it's crap. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's crap. From this down, it's crap. Especially those feet. Those look terrible. And straight up. And we'll be doing the next one that I didn't really want or need, Marvel Boy, next. And then we'll probably do Commander Rogers and I don't know, Miss Marvel or something. And save the 2 best for last, Captain Marvel and Photon, because those have some pretty decent likenesses. All right, and of course the Hulk himself. So see you on the next one. Thumbs up, like, subscribe. Appreciate the view, and subscribe to the channel. It's free, so you can see more videos. I'm not gonna BS you like everybody else. All right, guys. Bye.